Yo, welcome to another episode of the CheckDown. I'm your host, Smitty. I'm here with the guys. What's good, JMIK?
Not much, man. Just another week and another week of football.
Certified.
Man, I'm here, dog.
And the first lady, man. Miss Pop, what's good with you?
Chilling. Glad to be back with the people.
Well, it's been an interesting football. You know, my team lost last night.
Like some hoes.
Yeah, them bitch ass niggas, man. Them bitch ass niggas, man. But, you know what I mean? On to the next one, man. Next week we got Miami, so we got to come prepared. But, damn it, man. We should have came out, with a better fight last night, man. Defensively, we gave up a lot, man. Gave up everything they wanted to do and some more, man. So we got to tap back in and get better. But today we definitely have a interesting slate of football.
Man, we look like the Dolphins out there, man. We was just, oh my God.
Man, I don't think it was that bad. It wasn't that bad. And I ain't gonna put the Dolphins' name on your college team. I wouldn't do that.
Giving it up, dog.
Huh?
We was out there looking like Melissa Ford looking for a check. Listen,
look like my team, my NFL team last week. I mean, fumbling the ball 4 times. I mean, at least you weren't looking like that. So
yeah, that was
that first pick was fluke as hell.
Was that Tennessee, JMIK?
Nah, we played the Steelers last week.
Oh, you talking about NFL? My fault.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well, Jadeveon Clowney has officially signed.
And who did he sign with again?
The Cowboys.
Oh, the Cowboys. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's just looking for that bag. That's it. I ain't got a problem with that, man.
Nah, but how the Cowboys fans think it's gonna happen is
I mean, he's gonna help them in their run defense for sure.
Oh, yeah. Clowney?
Yeah. He'll do that. Now, I mean, you need a pass rush. I don't know anything about the little pass rush situation, but
I mean, it's the added depth they needed on the line. But JMIK, what's going on with your running back room?
My linebacker room, and you talking about that Georgia
running back?
Oh, running back.
With the Patriots.
The Patriots? I mean, Mondre don't want to hold on to the goddamn ball. That's what's going on. I mean, nigga, he fumbled on the first drive. We was driving. He fumbled. And then we was going into the end zone. I mean, after we got a turnover where I mean, like, A-Rod threw a horrific pick coming out the second half. And we was at the 2-yard line, and this boy fumbled on the 2-yard line. I mean, shit, I was at the game too. I was live in person to watch that foolishness. I mean, he fumbled, and Antonio Gibson. The only dude that didn't fumble was the Rook. The Rook is the only dude that ain't fumbled that game that was in that backfield. Because I mean, like May got like strip sacked too by I think it was T.J. Watt. It was a T.J. Watt or Herbert or whatever. But yeah, like in my honest opinion, like I think they should give Trey the ball more. But what I watch on tape. It's just that like he only gets the yards that's like that my line blocks up. Like he's not getting anything more than what's being blocked. And to me, his vision is not the best. To me, that's just what I see. But with all the backs fumbling, I think he should get more of an opportunity this week. I mean, we are going against the Panthers. Like I don't think their run defense is that crazy. But I do think Mondre is still going to be the starter. Now, what the percentage of snaps is, I just think that's kind of the flow of the game. But I think it's going to be like a running back by committee for like from I mean now to the end of the season, in my opinion. And I think at some point Trey should start to get a lot more, snaps and touches and carries and stuff like that. At some point, I can't tell you if it's going to be this week though. I'm not 100% sure of that.
That's fair.
All right, so what's the first game up for us, mate? You got the game. You got the games pulled up. I'm kind of,
Let me pull it up right now. I can give it to you.
first college game for today,
Pause.
man.
But I gotta say pause after that. Shit was kind of crazy.
LSU Ole Miss
Well, yeah. I mean,
for
we
the
could talk about
US for
USC,
USC Illinois. I
Illinois.
don't really know. You know
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't
which one
really talk
first.
about USC though, because it's
All right,
they're
so
playing Illinois, but that's like 21 versus 23. I don't really think that's that
okay,
important.
so it's LSU Ole Miss, right?
I
Yeah,
mean, it's a big game for USC because it kind of
I mean they have to
helps
win that
their
game.
yeah, it'll boost their pedigree currently.
Yeah, I
They
mean I
want
can
to.
touch on it real quick. I mean I'll go first. I mean for me, I think USC should win because if you watch Illinois, like the way they got housed last week by Indiana, I think Indiana put 66 on their head on the head.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was nasty work. I do think that they're going to come back with a better effort this week. I do think the game's going to be close because I mean with the line in that game is minus the USC's favored by a touchdown pretty much -6.5 over under 61.5. I think it's definitely going over though. I mean because I don't think the defense for like Illinois is that great, and I mean USC could score. I would just go USC on the money line. Like I think they're going to win. I just don't know if they're going to cover that 7 because like I said, I think when you lose the way that Illinois lost last week, giving up 66 points to Indiana, I think he'll come out with a better effort. I just don't think it's going to be enough.
Not sure. I do think that he wins this game though. It'll help boost their pedigree at least in the rankings. And you look at the teams that are ahead. This is a win that they need, especially if they think they're contending for the playoff.
Yeah, because they're actually undefeated. So I agree with you. I mean, like
Mhm.
Indiana got, I mean, not Indiana, but Illinois got that bad loss to Indiana last week. So I mean, like if you a Big Ten, like if your team's in that conference and you're a fan of the conference, like, I think you want USC to win more than anything else because you need them to, I mean, go through their schedule being undefeated. So like that's another team that strengthens that conference. So
Mhm.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a big game for USC coming in here undefeated against a team coming off a bad loss, a team that's known to fight too. Like Illinois ain't no like pushover squad. They played pretty good last year. You know what I mean? Majority of the games that they did, you know, they did fight in all those games. So I think like USC definitely got to come out and kind of strut their stuff a little bit, show their strength a little bit. You want to beat a team like Illinois, you know what I mean? Like Pop said, it strengthens your pot right now, man. You want to have teams that you beat that's ranked and things of that nature. So Illinois has got to be one of those teams. But I think how USC been playing lately, it's probably gonna be a close game. But I'll take USC money line too. You said LSU Ole Miss next, Pop?
yeah,
J-Man?
yeah, 330. I mean, LSU go down to Ole Miss. I mean, Ole Miss is favored by -2.5. The over under is 57.5.
Man, I don't know. Like my offense ain't been good. I'm gonna be honest. The defense been carrying us week by week. I think it was a better showing against. I believe we played Southeast Louisiana this week. It was a better showing, but I still see the problems.
Um, I
I
don't know,
think.
man. Like I'm in the conference. Like I'm always adverse to picking Ole Miss, man. I just don't.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
never
never
going
seem to
with
trust
Ole
them boys. But
Miss.
yeah,
Listen,
like I kind of view them like Texas A&M, man. I don't trust them to be honest. I think
I don't
at some
trust my
point,
offense, JMIK.
yeah. I mean, your defense is legit though. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's legit. You can say they might be a top 10 defense in the country. I don't even think that's a stretch to say that. But at some point, I gotta think with the pieces y'all got on offense, at some point y'all gonna get it going. And I ain't saying y'all gonna score 40 today. I'm not saying that, but I think you're gonna start to see your offense trend in the right direction in this game. So I'm gonna just say this: like I like LSU money line. I think they're gonna win. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think they squeak it by. Um, over under like 57. Like I'm not sure I would touch the over at all. I don't think this game goes over. It's definitely got the possibility of going under. I'm just not gonna touch that part of like gambling spectrum with this particular game. But I mean, give me like the Tigers with the money line.
I'll say this. I need to see if Durham is playing this game because he was questionable going into it this week. Green, what he was 6'7" wide receiver we got. That's a big body. He got hurt, I believe, in the second game we had. I can't remember who we played, but he got hurt, so he might be coming back. So that'll be like at his size.
What's
Um,
what's going on with Nick Anderson exactly? Because he was supposed to be this guy at wide receiver, and I don't really hear too much about him.
man, I'm gonna be honest. Outside of Double A and Berrien and our tight end, our starting tight end, they the only ones showing up consistently in games. Like, I don't know. Like we have other wide receivers that we've kind of been waiting to show up, and they're just not. It could be they don't have the ability to create separation or whatever. I don't know, but the three guys I named are the only ones out of the pass catchers that have consistently showed up for us each game.
Okay. Because I had like high expectations for him because I thought he was going into the draft this year, but he's just non-existent at this point.
Yeah, and another wide receiver we've been kind of waiting to produce is Chris Hilton Jr., I believe. He
Yeah.
just hasn't just been what like we thought he would be. We'll see. But I do think we beat Ole Miss because fuck them niggas. So yeah.
I mean that's a spirit pop.
I like LSU in this game, man. I'm with y'all. Like I can't put my money on Ole Miss, bro. Every time I sit up on this stage and say Ole Miss gonna win a game, I gotta come back and be wrong, cause they can't never do nothing right. If Ole Miss was favored by 100, they'll figure out how to lose by 90. Like it just don't work for them, bro. Like LSU, I think like Nussmeier been playing, you know what I mean, consistently, but I think he's gonna get better as the weeks go on. And I think like going into Ole Miss and playing this week, I think you're gonna see a little bit better version of him and that offense, man. I think I think they step up to the big plate, man. It's always been LSU pedigree, man, to come in big games and play well. So I like LSU to win today. What's the spread? 2.5?
It's 2.5 for Ole Miss, yeah.
Yeah, give me that 2.5, man.
I mean, pretty much they're telling you it's an even game. That's what
Yeah.
Vegas is telling
I
me.
will say though, we do need to win this because this is the beginning of a very rough stretch we have in the next like 4 weeks, like specifically in the conference. So we got to start off on a good note with that.
Yeah,
Well, we got Auburn, Texas A&M, I think.
yeah. I mean, Auburn not ranked though. I mean,
They lost their rank because they lost.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like they only lost to a team that wasn't ranked, I think.
Yeah, I think we got Vanderbilt coming up. We got Bama coming up. There's another team. I can't.
Are you talking about on your schedule? Is what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
If we're not doing the Auburn, Texas A&M, then you know what's next? Then Oregon, Penn State.
Hey,
I kind of remember the slate a little bit, JMIK. I remember it a little
yeah.
bit.
I mean, and we got a full 7:30 slate this week.
Yeah, man.
Penn State is favored by -3.5. And the over/under for this game is 53.5. I'll talk about over/under first. I mean, to me, the over/under is tough, man, because it's like whenever you're talking about Penn State, if they're playing a nobody, then the under will most likely hit most of the time. And I mean, like, so I would say the under, but then the problem is they're playing Oregon. Oregon's a high-powered team. Like they're gonna score a lot of points if you let them. And so I think like this game could go either way. Like I mean, like you could get the over or you could definitely get the under. I just don't know what to tell the people. And then I try to tell the people what I would bet. And if it was me and my money, I would stay away from the I mean, like the over under. Now what I do like is I do like Oregon money line. Like I know a lot of people's on the Penn State bandwagon. I mean, this offseason they added wide receivers. They got the 2 studs at running back. But my problem with Penn State is the coach and the quarterback. I don't trust the coach, and I for damn sure don't let me trust the quarterback. And at least I can say for Oregon is such like I trust Dan Lanning, like I especially in the regular season. Like I trust him to put together a really good game plan to try to beat a high quality team because he has beaten top 10 teams. I want to say that with the coach at Penn State is 4-20 when he plays with a top 15 team or something like that. So
4-20?
Yeah, I think it's like 4-20 or some shit. Like it's some wild shit. And I think I seen it on my TL like early in the week. And I was in a college space early in the week where they were talking about this Penn State Oregon game. It's something like 4-20 or 4-50. It's something like that. And like I said, like I don't trust. Like I think if this game is closed down the stretch, I think Drew Lock will throw the game away personally. So I'm going Oregon money line.
I'm kind of leaning to where you're going, JMIK, because I don't trust Drew Lock as a quarterback. I didn't know that about their coach, because that's an insane split to have. But I will say that with this specific game, this is going to see. I think this is a prelude to the Big Ten run, right? Because I feel like Ohio State is probably going to be in the conference championship, and now I'm trying to see who is going to be their opponent going into that game. And I think this Oregon Penn State game is kind of a prelude to that. I do think it's going to be a good game, but like I'm gonna side with Oregon. I'm gonna probably just take that money line straight up because both these teams are kind of a little unpredictable when it comes to the spread and the over and unders week to week when they're playing some teams. But I'll just take Oregon money line straight up. I just like the team a lot. Well, the coach Dan Lanning, I like him a lot better.
All right, so this game to me comes down to if Oregon can make, or man, if Penn State can make Oregon play their game, because Oregon obviously we already know they high power offense. You know what I mean? Big plays. They kind of splash all over the field. You know, they kind of bombs away on you if you let them. And Penn State want to be more conservative, like a run team, keep time management, keep the game old school, old fashioned. So I think this game comes down to like who can force their will in the game. And I think like Oregon and me, um, I think like quarterback wise, I just don't know if Penn State quarterback is gonna be able to come in and make the plays as consistently as needed for a game like this. I kind of been down on the kid since last year, but they wasn't. You know, they did have a good season, but he got to show some improve. And looking at the game, like Oregon been really well. I mean, Penn State is undefeated also, but Oregon has played like their game against every team that they've kind of matched up against. So, I think tonight we're gonna see who has the more will, and I like Oregon to win this game, money line. Well, JMIK, you on the clock, good brother.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's the game of the week for me. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but for me, it's the game of the week. I mean, it's on Alabama at Georgia. Georgia's favored -2.5 over over under total is 54.5. Personally, I like the over because it was funny because last year when we played this game, everybody's on the under and the over went kaput in the first half, I believe. So I just think like both, I mean, like our defense, our secondary is not really playing that great right now. So I mean, as y'all seen 2 weeks ago in the Tennessee game, where like, I mean, the run for the most part, we were stopping the run, but like we were susceptible to, to like one-on-one coverage in the back end. And Bama to me got better wide receivers. I mean, obviously, like you have like Ryan Williams, who I mean, like Brazil for Tennessee is really good, but Ryan to me is better than him. So I mean, like we're facing better wide receivers. So I think there's going to be chances for Bama to actually get over the top on my defense. And I mean, unless the corners are their ball skills got better in a week, that's an issue for me. I mean, but even saying all that, like I still think that Gunner is the better quarterback than Todd Simpson. Like I think our running game is better. I think we're better in the trenches. Because if you watch that Florida State, I mean, Alabama game, like Florida State was giving them the business in the trenches. And I get it that they played Wisconsin last week, but I don't view Wisconsin that highly at all. Like I view them kind of lowly, to be honest with you. So yeah. So I mean, like I expect the Bulldogs to shut down the run for the most part. I think Bama's passing game is not going to really have too much of an issue. And then on the other side, I don't think Alabama is going to be able to run the ball on us. And then I think they're going to have to, throw it. And I think Alabama also is going to make Gunner throw it kind of like what Tennessee did. And so we're going to see what happens. But I mean, for me, like I'm taking Georgia minus 2.5. I'm taking that all day. And I really begin our props for college because I really can't bet on that. But if you live in one of them states where you can bet on props, take Gunner Stockton for a touchdown. He will run one in today. Like I mean, I can guarantee you that.
You can go, Pop. I'll go after you.
Yeah, this is a really interesting game because historically Georgia don't really be beating Bama, but this Bama team ain't been playing with the physicality that I'm used to seeing them play with. I will say Ty Simpson has been playing better in the week since he played Florida State, so I expect him to continue to improve. Um, Defensively, I need to see Alabama just play sound defense like they typically do and be physical, especially in the trenches, because I think that Florida State game really exposed that physicality that they lack on the D line. I expect this to be a great game. I expect this to be not really explosive, but an exciting game. Um, I want both of y'all to lose though. So I don't know how that's going to happen, but it will.
I mean, the way college is set up, it's not like the NFL, so somebody got to win the game.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but right now, I'm gonna take the hater out of me. I'll go with Bama.
Mother freaker. Dang it. Why y'all couldn't wait to play later, man, when I knew more about the teams, man?
I mean, we always play. I mean, when Georgia Bama play, we always play early.
No, but usually at this point, I know the identity, though. You know what I mean? I usually could be like, all right, Bama want to do this, Georgia want to do this. But to me, it looked like when I'm watching both of y'all had 2 upsetting losses, right? And I felt like in both of those games.
Nah,
Oh no, y'all didn't lose. No, y'all had the
yeah,
close game with Tennessee. The
shootout. We didn't lose yet, my boy.
The shootout. The shootout. That motherfucker was goddamn. I felt like you lost it. Shit. But okay, but like 2 upsetting games. I'll say that the most because Georgia pride themselves on having a top defense. You know what I mean? And playing physical all over the field, keeping people from scoring a lot of points. And Alabama kind of like a physical team who usually have a lot of power, all over the field. They're usually kind of comparable in roster. And this year, to me, it seemed like, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out what Alabama want to do as a team. And then, yes, Gunner has played decently here and there, but to me, like, I don't even know. It feels like it's something missing in his game. Like, it feels like he missing like one piece where he can like really strike go. But if I had to pick, I gotta pick. Damn, I can't pick a tie. Shit. All right. So if I gotta pick, to me, I guess I'm gonna go with Georgia just because they seem a little bit more confident in what they got going on right now. But I don't even know, bro. Like, I really want to pick it down the middle. Like, I damn don't want to say y'all in, 21-21 type game, goddamn it. But I'll go Georgia today.
Oh, and the stat I forgot to give y'all. So, like, Kirby in Athens at night games is 19-0. I'm just a little and the food for thought there. That's all.
All right, what's the
you should have led with that, JMIK.
I mean, I kind of forgot about it. I mean, I'm sorry. I just kind of forgot about it. I'm sorry.
I don't remember no more games after that now.
That's pretty much the college. I mean, like those are the main games. I mean, there are other ranked teams playing non-ranked teams, but we just not gonna touch on that today. We can move right to the NFL though. We on Thursday Night Football we had an NFC West battle. The first of two on Thursday Night Football for the next 2 weeks. We had the Seahawks defeating the Cardinals 23-20. Thoughts on the game?
The Cardinals, to me, it's time to move on from that bum quarterback you got back there in the backfield. I'm sorry. I had a lot of faith in Kyler Murray, but watching that game, dude just ain't it. And it ain't like, it's all his fault, but the chemistry on the offense is completely shit. Nobody's communicating with Kyler. Nobody's finding him to find out what's going on. Even the guys that he getting the ball to, like Trey McBride and things of that nature, those guys just seem like they kind of done with the antics with him, man, in the backfield, doing all the unnecessary shit sometimes. Just trying to make a play. Sometimes you could just stand in and let the offense, scheme it up, kind of just make the throw. Him and Marvin definitely have zero chemistry. They have zero chemistry at all. They do not have anything going on together as far as quarterback to receiver. And I just think like close game, but it just seems like to me like it's no vibe. And I think like it starts with Kyler. Like I know everybody want to blame like the receivers and things of that nature, the drops, the quitting on the routes, but that comes down to the leadership, man. And the first leader to me is always quarterback. And I think it's time to just move on from Kyler, bro. I think you invested some money into him, but I think it's just time for a fresh start, man. He ain't the leader you thought he was going to be as
I'm
far
going to
as
look at his
quarterback.
contract again, but it's going to be, I think it's a minute before they're able to move off Kyler the way it's structured.
I think there's an out after not this year, but the next year.
Yeah, next year. I'll say this. I do agree that Kyler is clearly not the answer for them to be playoff contenders, perennial playoff contenders. His efficiencies just keep going up at the worst moment. Offensively, I think that they were struggling to consistently run the ball without James Conner. Benson, he got productive to me more towards the second half of the game. The latter half going into the third quarter, he started having better success in the run game. But Marvin, I don't know what it is, but Marvin Harrison is not it with the Cardinals. He was 5 targets, 1 catch, 8 yards going into the third quarter. Like, that's not good enough. And yeah, he did quit on that route that caused the first interception. But it's the second one that's the most egregious to me because you caught the ball. Why did you need to double catch it? You caught it. But then you popped it up and tried to catch it again. I don't understand. And that's how you get the second interception for the Seahawks to start their run to go down the field. I believe they got a touchdown off of that, to be honest. So I don't know. And then that kickoff rule really burned them in the latter half of the game because now the Seahawks got the ball at the 40-yard line and they don't have to go that far to get the game when it field goal. So I think those are the two things that kind of bit Arizona. But offensively, I think they kind of sold that defense because that defense was playing pretty well for majority of that game. So I don't know what needs to happen offensively for Arizona, but they got to fix it if they want to compete in this division.
Yeah, I think just to touch what you just touching on real quick, like I think the division for them, they might be lost already, man. They just lost to the 49ers last week. They lost to the Seahawks this week. I mean, I don't think they beat the Rams. I think they play the Rams in 2 weeks. I don't see them beating. I don't see them beating the Rams either, unless the Rams get a lot of injuries real soon. Knock on wood, because I'm not hoping on no one's eyes.
And fuck the Rams.
But I just think the Cardinals, man, people want to believe in them, and I get it. They had a lot of injuries on defense, but I mean, maybe they're just not it. Maybe just them. Now, like speaking from the game perspective, I mean, before I get to the game, like I got to applaud to the Seahawks fans because I didn't think this team would be in this position right now. I didn't think it was going to be 3-1 to start the season. I didn't think they were going to be that great. And I mean, I ain't one to say, you know, I'm not one to say, you know, like I'm one to say, like when I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I just wasn't, you know, preseason I wasn't right. And so I mean, like Sam Darnold, I didn't think Sam Darnold was going to play this, you know, as good as he was last year with the Vikings because he don't have the coach and you know the same amount of weapons. It's not the case. I mean, Sam Darnold playing good right now. I mean, he just is like he's playing really well. And if you watch that game on Thursday night, he showed that he's playing well. And then you know, I mean, the Cardinals try to take Jason out the game, but the problem is the Seahawks got other guys. Like they got Torrey Horton. They got a good tight end. Like they, you know, or I think his name was like
Elijah.
I think
he was at Miami.
Yeah. So like they got other weapons. Like you know, I mean, Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. That's a good 1-2 punch in the running game, and that's what they want to do. So that team is going to be tough. I mean, you know, when you go in and play Seattle, you're going to have to beat them. They're not going to, you know, just like coaches, like they're not going to beat themselves. So you're going to have to go in there and beat them and play solid. So I'm not saying they're going to win the division or anything like that, but I think they're going to be around. I mean, and I think they're going to be in the playoff hunt. And I mean, there's a good chance that they're going to make the playoffs. I mean, there's a good chance of that. Cardinals, it's kind of what y'all said. Like, I mean, college is not it to me. Like, I mean, I wanted to believe in college. Like, I actually liked Kyle when he was in college. I didn't hate him or anything. I supported him. I was cool with him. But like, it just come to a point where it's just not working. And I mean, him and Marvin Harrison not working. And Marv, I mean, you know, I mean, you can put the blame on the quarterback and the wide receiver because on the first interception, I'm not saying that the throw was good, but you just can't quit on the route like that. Like, you just can't stop running it. Like, I mean, the least you could do is try to break. I mean, you know, I mean, you're the number 4 pick in the draft last year in 2024. You have to catch the football, bro. Like, you're your top 5 pick. We expect you to catch the ball with your hands, and he didn't do that. He bobbled it up in the air. That's what happens in the NFL. You do that kind of nonsense. The ball, especially over the middle, the ball gonna get picked. But the one thing I will say about Arizona is like they fought. I mean, like they try to come back. And I've actually seen this a couple of times in the NFL where like you're kicking the ball late in the game and you kick it, and you don't kick it to the 20. Like teams are trying to squib kick you. Like just kick the ball regularly. That's all you have to do is kick the ball regularly. You didn't, and you know, I mean, like that led to you. I mean, like not win the game. So that's how I saw it.
For me, man, I don't think it's Kyler Murray. I think it's the coaching. I don't like the offensive coordinator. In the second half, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I was watching what's that next gen something.
Yeah.
I was watching that and I'm looking at these route concepts and I'm like, the situational awareness was just off, man. Like it'd be like 30-3, and he got 3 routes, you know, 15 plus yards downfield. And I'm just not understanding the play call. That's my man, and I'm gonna stay with him. You know what I'm saying? Like he has absolutely no plans of making no changes. On the defensive side of the ball, I can't really say much because pretty much the entire secondary was out. But I think that the Cardinals, man, I mean, on paper, they might have more talent than anybody in that division. But me personally, I don't think it's Kyler. I feel like he does have his deficiencies as far as like his height, and he's not as accurate or whatever. But I still don't think that it's his fault. I think that Kyler's a good quarterback, and I don't know if y'all remember, but when we had when we did the NFC West at during the off season and Rome was on here, I had said that I see where Seattle's going, and like I don't like it, but I appreciate the direction that they're doing and what they're building. And I think we're going back to 2012 when we were rotating first and second in the division. And I don't know, man. So far, that might be it. Seattle looked like, I mean, everybody's, hyping up the Rams. They only won 10 games last year in the down division. I think that they're overrated. I feel like people are surprised at the Seahawks, and I'm like, I've been saying these motherfuckers was going to be this, off season, but it's like,
Hold on,
I will
Pop. Before we
say,
move on,
certain
let
like
me give EA his shout out since he put $2 in the posting this bull jump. Morning, y'all. Hey man, what happened to FSU? Since you missed it, my defense pulled their pants down and got spanked.
And
Okay,
you know who that is, right?
that's what happened. That's what
And,
happened. Okay, we appreciate the $2
and
super
you know
chat.
who that is, right?
Tapping in, EA.
That is
No,
Alex. He's a big Miami fan.
that game about next week, buddy. It ain't nothing changed.
oh
I'm still
yeah,
gonna
y'all
bust.
are
I'm still gonna
game
hey,
of
bust
the week
Miami
hey,
next
ass.
week.
Smitty, you want to know what else Alex is? He's
What?
a Giants fan. So we
Uh,
gonna
he's
run through
bad.
them. Yeah, we both gonna run through them niggas this year. How about that, Alex?
Oh, damn.
But go ahead, Pop. My bad. My bad.
Nah, just to quickly touch on what Sir said. I was into like what Jamie said, like as well as he did with Minnesota, and I do think that offensive line has been holding up a lot better than I initially thought it would. So I do think that they are contending in the NFC West, and I kind of like it because when the Seahawks are good, I don't know, it just makes that division all the way better, in my opinion.
What's the next game,
I
JMIK?
mean, so we're gonna start off the slate. We are in Dublin. We have the Vikings and the Steelers. Vikings are favored by 2.5, and the over under is 41.5.
I go
Man,
first. I
but
mean, I don't like what Aaron Rodgers been doing offensively as a quarterback, going against Brian Flores, who's gonna bring the fire. Um, I think Carson Wentz. I don't know, man. He looked all right last week. Despite what I thought would happen, you know what I mean? He played all right. That defense, man, that defense with the Vikings is playing like their hair on fire, man. They've been playing really good defense for a couple years now. I think they look better this year than they have before, man. And I think it's like, you know what I mean, if Aaron Rodgers continue to play like he playing, he's gonna be flustered. They gonna flush him out the pocket. They gonna make him make brass decisions really quick. He hasn't been really good at that this year. When he does have to make those type of decisions, there's been a lot of dirt balls. It hasn't been a lot of the Aaron Rodgers magic. What's buddy name? Jalen Warren. I don't think he playing, right?
I think he got like a calf.
I
I
was there.
think
I was in the
questionable with
six
that.
time
I
chat
think
lounge, and they said they think Caleb Johnson
like
gonna get a big one.
with that injury, like it happened in practice, which for all the people that don't know, that's never a good sign.
Never. But yeah, man, I'm gonna take the Vikings. I think the Vikings are just right now, man. They're just playing way better football than the Steelers. The Steelers have been keeping themselves in games defensively, but Kevin O'Connell, man, he figures out a way to draw his offense up and get points, and you know what I mean, make it easy for the quarterback. So in that first week against the Jets, it's gonna be a long Sunday morning.
Oh, and don't forget that Jordan Addison is back this week too. So
I got Vikings. Oh, but let me get Justin Jefferson anytime touchdown. Let me get give me Jordan Addison for 50, man. I think he step in and play a big part this Sunday. Give me Caleb Johnson for 50 rushing yards since he's gonna be the starter. And I think I'll take a fair move for an anytime touchdown.
Pop.
man, I'm gonna just go with the team I think has the better defense, and that's the Vikings. Um, the Steelers this year has not like defensively. I thought they could carry this team for a little while the offense can work itself out. That hasn't been the case. Their run defense is not good. Their pass defense is not good. Offensively, they're not good. They can't consistently run the ball. In the passing game is mediocre at times. I also don't know what we're gonna get out of JJ, but I like that Brian Flores defense, man.
Well, I mean, JJ's not playing. Actually, he's still out. So it's going to be.
Oh, he's still out.
Yeah.
I thought he was.
Nah, I think he said they got 2 more weeks of him being out, I think.
Oh, it's Carson Wentz again. Yeah. Listen, he played pretty okay for them last week, and if he does that again, I think the Vikings can win this game. And that's who I'm going with, the Vikings. Like I said, that Brian Flores defense is playing pretty well so far this year. So that's what I'm rocking with.
Yeah. I mean, I tend to agree with y'all. Like, I do like Minnesota minus 2.5. Like, I had an up close and personal view of the Steelers. And then I give all respect to the Steelers because they beat the Patriots last week. They forced us into 5 turnovers, so I'll give them credit for that. But my issue with watching Aaron Rodgers is that on one play he would look good, and then the very next play you would be wondering who the hell was he throwing it at. And so I just think you're going to get that inconsistency from him because obviously he's over 40 years old. That's just what you're going to get. And this is not the defense. And I mean, the Vikings defense is much better than my defense. I mean, like, the linebackers are better. D lines are pretty close. I mean, I feel as if my secondary is better than theirs, but like what tips the scales is Brian Flores' blitzing scheme. That's what's going to tip the scales. And like Aaron Rodgers, just he's not as mobile as he used to be.
Hey, real quick, JMIK, I'm seeing in the comments they're saying something's going on with the stream.
No, what it is?
Yeah. Like
Hey,
it's
Smitty,
like auditorily, it's like going in and out, and it's kind of
Yeah,
sounding.
what happened?
Oh. So they saying something wrong with the string.
Yeah, in the comments. Like Chiquita said it, and Duval back said it. That like auditorily is going in and out. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it'll fix itself. It ain't doing nothing on my end for like, well, I can fix anything. Cause I hear y'all fine, but maybe YouTube somehow is glitching.
Yeah, from all the people are saying they own YouTube, so it's on the YouTube end where it's auditorily like kind of choppy.
My fault, y'all. Unless y'all want to try to like restart it or something, but that's the only thing we can do.
Yeah, they saying it's everybody. It's for everybody.
Yeah, I kind of tapped into the YouTube. Like it's a little choppy though sometimes.
Yeah, it's everybody.
Yeah, let's restart it.
And we can just restart it.
I kind of tapped into the YouTube. Like it's a little choppy.
Yeah, I hear it now, JMIK. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, why don't we just stop the stream and we're gonna start it right back.
Hey, gonna do all that says put up that super chat.